Okay, I want to take it back a bit. Let's talk about BV. And what is let's firstly define BV and how do we differentiate it from Candida?
So BV stands for Bacterial Vaginosis.
Okay.
And that means basically that the lactobacilli in the vagina, which is the acid producing bacteria that's natural in our vaginas, and we need a lot of it, decreases, and then there's another kind of bacteria that becomes the dominant one. And that bacteria is probably, if you take 100 women and you go and look for bacteria that can often be associated with BV, you might find that bacteria in that vagina, but it's not a problem because the lactobacilli, it's still the dominant bacteria in the vagina and you're healthy. But if one of them then overgrows, that's when you have BV. And you actually have this BV score. So if you do send a full-on swab to the laboratory, they will tell you that what is the pH, for instance. That's the one big thing that you can use. If the pH is very high, it's much more likely to be BV. But then they also take a microscope and they look at the cells and they look for specific bacteria and they also culture it. So they give like a food substance basically, and then they know that these bacteria that occur in the vagina commonly would grow on A, B, C or D, and they check and see if anything grows. So they can give us a very comprehensive report of what's actually going on in the vagina. And the thing with BV is it's also not like HIV. You either have it or you don't. You can't have a little bit of HIV, you know. But with BV, it's almost as if you can. You can have it really bad, and you can have it just mildly, maybe going towards an imbalance, and there's this whole spectrum. And the other thing is with BV, what women find extremely frustrating is that you cannot necessarily cure it just like that. You know, if a woman came to me and she had chlamydia, 1, 2, 3, I give her the antibiotics and it's gone. Whereas with BV, the recurrence rate is up to 60%.
Seriously?
Yeah, and that can freak women out quite a lot, and they don't know whether they have been cured or not.
What are the symptoms of, how do I know when I have it?
When you have BV? So, probably a discharge is the telltale sign. But as we discussed earlier, a discharge can be perfectly normal. So I would say a change in discharge. That's not what you are used to in your normal cycle.
If the color changes or
the color
like
can
that.
change, and the consistency can change, the amount can change, and certainly the smell can change. So if there's a change in your discharge, or you have a burning sensation, if it's an itch, it's more likely Candida.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the burning is more likely BV and the itch more likely Candida, but you know, vaginas do whatever they want, so
they have their own lives.
Yes, so you can't really say 100% and predict, but something like that. So you will wake up, you feel you're a bit uncomfortable down there, you see that your discharge is maybe a bit different, you might smell different. That's when you test. And that's the reason why I think these new pH sticks that are on the market are great, because I will tell a woman, listen, your chances of this coming back is 60%. Now she needs to pay me again to come in to see me. She needs to pay for the examination, and if I do a proper evaluation, it's 2,000 Rand just for the lab, never mind the consultation. Now she can get herself some of these sticks at home, test herself and see, no, my balance is normal, I don't need treatment, or my balance is out, I should probably take another round of the treatment.